Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new Let's Play series in Hearts of Iron for Kaiserreich. Today we're going to be playing as the Italian Republic. More specifically, we're going to be playing as Legionnaire Italy. Led by, I think it's the ANI. Yeah, led by the ANI. I will get there, like in the year, I would like to say. I think it's around the election, if I'm remembering correctly. So, we haven't played as North Italy, I think, in a while. Especially not since the recent patches. So, our starting position right now, I think we have about 10 units. Assign you underneath a field marshal. You should be fine, and then we'll get a commander here. Fantastic. This guy's got a, also great beard, great mustache combo. Love to see it. Research slots, we'll go with all of our basics for sure. Chronics, production speed next. Our current factories, right now we're at 3, 1, and 8. So I want to go, let's say 1 military factory for now. We'll get that in Lombardia. 3 dockyards, let's throw you just for now on convoys, I think should be fine. We're 2, 1, 0 on fighters. But I think that's basically going to be the best we have at the moment. Fund national industry. Want ANI and power. Does it actually give me any? Has taken power within the Republic. Transform Italy into other states. Well, right now we can't really get that done. For you, we need to get stable democracy towards unified Italy. ANI and power. Actually, where is that in here? Fully independent. Stable democracy, centralized power, or towards united Italy. Italy's reborn, stable democracy towards... So Italy is reborn. No. Centralized power. This one. Okay, so for these two, you actually need to get to the bottom. For the ANI tree, you actually just got to get it down to centralized power. Little strange, but that's okay. But to begin with, we will go for balance of Italian industry. We'll get our army and navy experience here. Trains, we currently have 11, so we should be fine on all of you for now. And again, we can't really do any of these invasions until probably around like 38, maybe 39. And with the Wilkrieg being delayed by quite a bit, usually almost like an entire year, as of the most recent patch, hopefully we can kill the SRI prior to the Wilkrieg actually breaking out. For the history of the Republic of Italy, defeat and civil war. The French defeat and the collapse of the Italian war effort, the Austrians and the Kingdom of Italy signed an armistice in August 1919, which the Austrians were allowed to garrison Lombardy and Venetia until a peace treaty was signed. A few days after the humiliating announcement of peace, enraged nationalists proclaimed the new Republic of Italy in Milan, which maintained all the treaties signed by the House of Savoy were to be considered null and void. All over Italy, Republicans and nationalists rose up against the kingdom. Even the abdication of King Victor Emmanuel and his son weren't enough to stop the collapse of royal authority. After pushing the royalists out of much of central and northern Italy, it became apparent that the rivalries between differing factions in the Republic were too great to reconcile. And what started with small acts of sabotage became a full-fledged conflict between red and white forces, grinding the offensive against the monarchists to a halt. Apparently, the Social Democrats joined our coalition. I mean, there's only 4 of them, but I guess I'll take it. As the Civil War dragged on, the tides of wars turned against the whites. And when Austria offered the Republicans help in exchange for joining the common state with the royalists in the south, the Republicans had no choice but to accept or face destruction. After the victory of the Po against the socialists, the white and Austrian forces found themselves forced to swallow the bitter pill of prolonged cooperation. The Republic was obligated to legally join the Italian Federation under Austrian protection. They also granted significant autonomy to Veneto and must influence the governments to the Austrians and the Council of the Italian Federation. In exchange, however, the Prime Minister of the Republic was granted the title interim head of the Italian Federation. This carefully balanced arrangement fell apart in 1926, however, when the Union of Britain joined the Third Internationale. The socialists were emboldened, and there was talk of war. However, Austrians made it clear that their forces would make no move to attack the socialists if the south came under attack. This threw the peninsula into chaos and gave the Sicilians and Savoyards, long dissatisfied with the pro-Milan balance in the Council of the Italian Federation, the chance to walk out. Though the socialists never attacked, the council now clearly served no purpose, and its 10-year term was allowed to expire in 1930. While the halls of civilian power in Milan bustle with activity and ambition, the council chamber now lies empty. Though at considerable cost and national pride, the Austrian connection slowly improved the economic standing of the Republic, which drew strength from German Middle Europa and Austrian investment. As Italy recovered from the Civil War's destruction, however, many in the Republic began to rue their government's deals with the Habsburgs. Popular support for Italo Balbo's anti-Austrian Association Nazionale Italiana grew in Lombardy and Friuli. Ivano Bonomi's central-left coalition was ruled the country since 1927, but their popularity is mainly due to the economic stability, and should that end, other parties such as the staunchly Republican Party Liberato Italiano or the conservative Patrio Popolare Italiano might gain enough support to form a government. Should matters get completely out of hand and Federation aligned force to restore order in the north by force, even the old Council of the Italian Federation might take power. One thing all parties have in common is desire to be free, desire for a free united Italy, however, and many are sure a second reorgmento is coming. Of course, we are going to be siding with the ANI. I believe our last campaign was as the Italian Federation. I don't think we've done like just a normal Italian Federation. I mean, at some point it'll happen, but I don't know when that will be. Okay, so you are 25 days ready to go. 49 days, 49 days. Do we need any of the military plans? No, we do not. We just need to get down the policy trees afterwards. Navy stuff doesn't really matter. Air Force could be beneficial. One logistic, one attack, or one planning. I'm probably going to go for an attack on that one. I just think it's generally going to be the best option for us. But of course, based on our geographic position in Italy, if we ever want to attack the SRI, we'll be having to cross the Po River, which is awful, and I don't like it. There's also a lot of mountains around here as well, but two Sicilies, the Papal States, they should provide a nice balance for us. We want to get some more units, probably, right? Get 2 more divisions, so we'll just train up to a view. Nothing too complicated. I mean, we are a fairly small country, so we can't really deploy that many units. Where we're at right now, I think we should. Okay, war in Afghanistan, not a big deal for us. And Black Monday, which I'm sure is going to make politics in the country significantly better. 2,000 free guns. And a resource slot right away. Yeah, we'll go military contracts next. I think that just by far is going to be the best choice for us there. Getting the resource slot, getting some military factories always is going to be nice. Of course, the population's not great. 9.63 million, 1.5% recruit population. Of course, the limited conscription is always kind of there. The Austrians withdrawal. Black Might has hit the Austrian Empire hard. Their markets have plunged so low that many Austrian stockholders in Austro-Italian companies have panicked and sold countless bonds to native Italians, weakening the Austrian stranglehold over our economy. Not only have we rid ourselves of foreign economic influence, the Austro-Hungarian Reichswehr minister has recalled the division stationed in our territory, unable to afford the financial burden of keeping us safe from what many in Vienna foolishly believe to be an empty socialist threat. For good or ill, the Italian Republic is now effectively independent of Austrian domination, at least until they regain their full strength. Many Italians are worried about whether or not this will lead us to be exposed to be attacked by the Socialist Republic of Italy. A war right now would be a terrible prospect. We actually lose stability off of this. We really lose stability? I guess that makes sense. Do we gain? It's actually effectively a negative 5%. Give Austrian military access. Are you? Yeah, we're no longer a puppet of yours, so that's nice. I would like to draw a front line here. Okay, the game does not want me to draw a front line on the border here. I'm not too sure why. Draw a front line here. And draw a front line. Okay, I cannot draw a front line on either Switzerland's or SRI's border, which I'm really not too sure why that's the case, but that's okay. Black Might has hit the Republic. The economic crisis that started in Germany has spiraled out of control and spread to Italy. The Republic of Italy's prosperity has been shattered by Black Monday, and confidence in the government has been shaken. Okay, very cool. That's actually a pretty bad Black Monday modifier as well. I'm not happy with that. New economy. Which of you? You get this. Black Monday is over. Black Monday is over. Is Black Monday just a timed event? I don't see anything here. Ally with the Austrians. Remove Austrian influence requires market protections. Austria won't like us, but that's fine. Again, if we're going to go ANI, we are already anti-Austrian to begin with. And what we'll probably end up doing is aligning ourselves probably with Russia. Because I don't know, I mean, I know that we can align with Russia as the ANI. Can we align with Germany? I'm honestly not too sure. Ivana Bonomi calls for a general election. While Black Monday hitting the Republic of Italy, Prime Minister Ivone Bonomi has decided to call for an early general election. Election will be held in 1936 instead of 37, as was scheduled. Hopefully, with this election, the Prime Minister will be able to shore up support for his policies and resolve the economic crisis. Okay, so November of this year will be the election. Shrink your line down like this. Don't need to go to that province. But could I just theoretically? Hey, we can draw a front line here. I'm not too sure what changed. I mean, I'll take it. If it works out for me, it works out for me. I'm not gonna complain. Even if it's a little bit strange for a little bit that it didn't work out. Okay, so that's syndicalists in the Britain. We don't care about that. Mexico's gone militarist, which might mean they'll join the Entente. And protest against farm auctions. The current economic crisis caused a lot of farmers to default on their loans and mortgages, and their livestock and property are normally auctioned away to the highest bidder by local authorities. The practice is deeply unpopular among Italian farmers, but its proponents claim that debts must be repaid and that the auctions are a necessary evil in a free market economy. Yesterday, the Italian People's Party proposed a bill that would ban the auctions. What's the government's position on this issue? Allow auctions to continue, or we can pass the bill. The Italian People's Party, which is not you. I mean, it's going to be either conservative or liberal, right? Yeah, okay, it's the conservatives. We will allow the auctions to continue because it's going to destabilize the country. And I have a feeling that having a destabilized country is going to benefit us. We want what is essentially a coup. We'll probably have to fight the Venetians. Because I know Venice can rise up against the Legionnaires. I don't know if it's guaranteed, but I know they can do it. And it's best to go into this assuming it's going to happen, as opposed to just getting caught off guard. Oh, wait, can we get a admiral here? Fantastic, thank you. 2 units on their way. That'll be 2,000 guns we can just assign straight into the units that we're building. I'm going to take a research slot first. After this, we'll go for the rifles. And right now, the ANI is at 16% support. I don't know if they can win the election. The church comments on the crisis. And other influential figures within the church have been rallying support for political figures during their sermons. A particular note are the Archbishops of Milan and Venice, who have urged parishioners to follow traditional Catholic values during the crisis, and none too subtle nod to support the Conservative People Party. However, some bishops, though not as influential as those of Milan and Venice, have insistently urged support for the Catholic social teachings and the ruling Liberal Democratic Party. In both cases, the people are listening to the advice of the church. Okay, so the Conservatives are getting more support. Right now, the Liberals are still the most popular. Tungsten, we don't care about this. Famine and Szechuan, we also don't care about that. Because being Legionnaire Italy, it will mean we're going to be a rather isolated state for a long time. Babbo speech. Italo Babbo of the Associate National Italiana delivered a speech in the city of Verona today. During his speech, he blamed the government of the Republic for causing the economic crisis. Moreover, he went on to describe Austria's role in keeping Italy divided and weak, and that the syndicalists were only allowed to continue to exist as a foil to the Republic. Babbo promises that it is only the ANI that is able to restore Italy to glory and destroy all of her enemies. It gets you up to 21. And I'm pretty sure you can't outright win the election, but I'm sure having more party support maybe can cause the revolts to not happen in the country. The Venetian revolt. Okay, Coloresi, leader of the Lega Democrata Reformista, the Social Democratic Party within the coalition, has given a speech in Milan supporting the Prime Minister, given a valuable support to the besieged ruling party. The Italian aviator Carina Massona Negrone has set a new record for aviation by flying up to 12,043 meters for biplane and breaking a new record. A personal friend of Talibaba himself, her new record has made it popular within the Republic, especially in nationalist circles. Okay. I wonder if I bet you, potentially, can we make her into, no, she's not here, but I wonder if maybe we can assign her. It doesn't look like it. Okay. Military theater. Doctrine cost minus 10% is not bad, but I don't want to spend the political power on it right yet. They definitely do not think it's worthwhile, at least for the time being. Getting points on per day. Ability's not helping. Austrian influence, unstable republic, a negative 0.25 on that. Not good. But we'll get up to 100 physical political power. I don't know what we're going to go for first. Can't get any of you. I mean, probably just a political advisor. Some, but 10% cheaper guns is pretty good. Operative slots. Short-term democratic is not. So you do not want to get someone who will probably get kicked out if we're not national populist. You are not very good. Stability plus 10% and 0.1 political power. Looking pretty tempting, I will say. Follows up by 2 military factories, and Austria supports the Liberal Democrats. The Austrians have given support to the ruling Liberal Democrats in an attempt to help them win the election. While this has indeed had the intended effect and encouraged more support for the ruling Liberal Democrats, it has also drawn more attention to the far-right and anti-Austrian ANI party. Okay, 2% more stability here. Research slot. Let's go for... You know what? 36 fighters? I'll take it. Because I don't think we're making any fighters right now. And honestly, I think we want to start at least having a small trickle of aircraft being deployed. On you to the front line. We're going to have 12 out of 12. And until we can get up to early mobilization, we'll really be able to deploy more units. Okay, Gabriella has just completed her first solo flight from Delhi. Already famous for visiting 8 different countries, the young aviator has become one of the most popular figures within Italy. 25 years old, she has captivated people within the Republic, even from outside the Republic. The Crone del Zero was quoted as writing, "The young Italian girl showed how females can be daring and not lose any of their truly exquisite femininity." Thank you for the political power. You're going to let me hire somebody who's pretty decent. Yeah, we do not want you. I don't want you. I think we're just going to go for Nicolo first. Fantastic. 10% stability boost. A little bit more political power. It gets up to 0.94. Happy to see it. And we'll go with Consular Industry 1. It sounds pretty good. We're halfway through 36 right now. Are you gone national populist? No, you're just a military junta. You also have like literally 0% support. But the military junta should end up, I think, at some point joining the Entente, which is fine for us. Arctic Commune. Left KMT took a little bit. You know what? Shout out on Clique. This is actually, I think, the most successful I've ever seen you be. Congratulations. Sign you to this front. I mean, we don't have factories to trade on this. Like, I apologize. It's just not going to happen. If these guys move their way towards Turin. Because Turin, Genoa, then Bologna. So I'm definitely, I think, pronouncing wrong. Today, the historic epic film Legionnaire was released across the Republic to widespread acclaim. The film tells the story of the Holy Roman Emperor Barbarossa and his attempt to control Italy, leading to the creation of the Lombard Lead and the Battle of Legionnaire. It was directed by Romolo. Wait, Romolo, are you the same dude we just hired? No, you're different. You're just a different guy named Romolo. In stars, Fosco Giacchi, Luisa Frida, Osvaldo Valenti, and funded by the ANI. Due to the obvious parallels within the Austrian Empire, he draws criticism from the Austrians. Despite what the Italian public seems, enjoy the film. Thank you again. You know, we're getting a lot of political power events. I'm always happy to see it. Yeah, shout out Cleve's Little One left KMT. Should be fine there, I believe. Defense contracts, so get 2 military factories here. Bonus for infantry equipment's nice. I might even take you next. How expensive? 49 days? Yeah. Industry bonus here. I'm assuming one of you is going to be, yeah, 2 civilian factories. 10% cheaper trucks. Not bad. I don't think we have any trucks right now. But eventually we will. I hope. Finland has fallen. National Populist? Okay. National Populist is okay for us. We just don't want them to join the International. If they're National Populist, we might see Russia kill them. Which should benefit us. When is our election? Election's in November. I want to follow you up. Unit offering cost goes down. I'm gonna go with industrial improvements first. Let's open up my options a little bit. Get 2 more factories. Excellent. I'm gonna put 1 more on rifles, and honestly, I think we're gonna start producing like even just a small handful of trains. Not a ton, but just a small handful. Like if we can get up to like 50 trains, I think that'll probably be more than we're going to need for the rest of the campaign, or at least I'm hoping so. Okay, 36. What do we produce in the country naturally? A decent amount of steel, a decent amount of aluminum. Okay. You can maybe go for excavation. Yo, give me a research bonus. We'll take research next. We might even take radio after that as well. But actually, no, do we need radio? Eventually, yes, we will. But do we need radio until we're at war? Not really. I don't think it does anything for us until we're actually at war. I think we can hold off on it. Get like another industry tech or something like that. Maybe we'll get radio late 37, maybe going into 38. I think seems more than reasonable. I do know our manpower is low, but I'm just not going to worry about that. We got 50 fighters, 200. We're just going to assign you to Blue Army. How many aircraft do the SRI have? I mean, probably about the same amount we have. Okay. I was expecting them to have a little bit more, but if we're actually on like equal footing, I'm pretty okay. Okay, so you've just gone syndicalist. So it looks like the entirety of the International, just orthodox syndicalist. Nothing too crazy going. Industrial improvements. We got 20 days on you. Bonus for the industry will be nice. So you're done in 18 days. You'll be done in 21 days. Okay. We can get a cheap research done next. What am I going to take? Probably... Well, we don't need to take the cap yet. Because none of our stuff's actually capped at the moment. It's also got like a negative 30% due to Black Monday. But I don't think we want industry cap next. Are you 36? Yeah. Okay, I think I see how I want this to go. So when you're done, we'll go concentrate industry 2 right away. Venoku in Bulgaria. Okay, Venoku is pro-Russian. Multi-population. You know what? That's actually another research bonus. I'll take it. I'll take it. Also, we do have a research bonus towards electronics there as well, which would be very nice for us. We can get radio a lot cheaper in the future. And some research speed as well. Beacon company is gonna say no to you. We could go for like 36. You know what? Give me the 36 light tank. I don't think we're gonna be able to produce many of them, but if we can get like 1 tank division on the field, I'll feel pretty good about it. 126 days on you, absolutely fantastic. Because then once you're done. You're done in about 30 days, about a month. I guess when you're done, we can maybe get like construction speed, maybe? I don't know. I mean, we have 1 factory right now. 1 singular, sad, lonely factory building everything in the country, so... How many men do you guys have? 13 to 29? You do have to cover 2 fronts, and I'm assuming the AI put units on the board were France. So, I'll have to kind of wait and see on that one. Oh, Shamir's invaded. The marshals hold on. Okay. The Baton is doing okay. Afghanistan is not in the Entente. Is there anything else around here we need to kind of like look at? Again, it's still like 36. Nothing too crazy happens this early on. Ukraine, they are socially democratic. Could theoretically go syndicalist at some point in the future. We'll kind of have to wait and see on that one. Would it be good for us to go syndicalist? I'm gonna say 50-50 on that one. I'm gonna give it a nice little 50-50. But for now, I think this would be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks to everybody for watching my Anthem. If you enjoyed, give a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, throw a thumbs down. If you want to see me, subscribe, and goodbye.